Greetings, everybody. Greetings. All right, so I want to welcome everybody to this morning live stream, and I hope that God will be able to protect us this morning live stream. Right, just give me 1 second. I'm waiting for the chat to pull up. Will be yeah, a little bit of feedback here. All right, so nice. So we on, guys. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another live stream. Thanking God for life, thanking God for all that He has done for us. Another new day, another new opportunity, and this is basically how we start our day by giving thanks, right? Nothing different from yesterday or the day before. All right, so we want to encourage people, if it is that you don't do it, right? Always begin your day with giving thanks to God. All right? In whatever form or fashion, you know how to do it, right? So, good morning, Sandra, Melissa, Katrina, Maya, Roma Coffee, and Anderson, Francis, Ann. Good morning. And special good morning to my girl, Gina, if you're locked on and listening. Um, yes, so we had a really nice live stream last night. It was so nice that I really felt compelled, moved to do this live stream here this morning. So, Leanne, good morning to you. I am doing fine, thanks. All right, and I like that. Grand Rising, Sandra Mohammed, good morning. Yes, everybody that could only come on for a little short period of time, all right, have all yourself a wonderful day. Sugars, oh gosh, this to nice things, nice things, right? So we um we just relax here this morning and see who will come in. Imtaz Khan, good morning. He's on his way to work, so have a great day today, my brother. Give Maureen my regards, right? Tara, good morning. I love how you just always encapsulate all them hearts. Who could penetrate that girl? Rodney Buchun, it's a long time indeed. Is this Rodney from Faizabad? Right? I know Rodney from Faizabad that used to be in the chat. All right? Yes, and remind them, guys, I was doing a lot of research last night after my live stream, right? Dolly Mollet, good morning to you. Good morning to Rachel. I was doing a lot of research last night. All right, so it's Rodney from Faizabad. Nice. So tell the entire family good morning for me. Oh gosh, look, my girl, Lorena. How you going? I see you leave some comments on Facebook, so I was so happy to see you because long time I ain't see you inside of here. I hope everything is good with you. Nice. And I want to thank you for all the encouragement, you and everybody else in the community, all the encouragement that you'll give to me and still give to me. All right. Um, I am doing really good this morning, sugars. Yes, Stephanie Jarvis. Good morning. Have a blessed day also. Yes. Um, I read that in one of my comments. All right. So I'm glad to know that you're out and I hope that you're doing well. All right. So I sending you some love. Yeah, no problem, man, Rodney. No problem. Yeah. So, yes, I was doing some research last night, and um, one of the things that really helps our channel a lot is hitting that like button. It does wonders, wonders for the channel. So I wanna just ask y'all a favor to not only the live streams, thanking God for victory, almost died. Oh my gosh. Well, I am happy that you're here to share how great God is. All right, and I'm really happy that you're here with us. Right, so thanking God for sparing Lorena's life. Wow. Yes, the videos, shorts. Guys, if you're watching and you really enjoy the content, just make that little extra effort and hit the like button. Right? This channel, which is our channel, it is going to be nice. Right? Jenny Rampasad, good morning to you. Good morning to all the people in Cuba. Yes, and all the people in Grand Cuba also. We must not forget the beautiful Montserrat Hills. Yeah, so my dream is to really make this YouTube channel into something grand, right? That is my dream. Um, I Valigal Hoof, good morning. I have taken breaks in between, right? Travel addict, but are ready to continue my YouTube journey. This channel, guys, is how old this channel is. Maybe 2 years old, 2 years and some months. And I am telling you, from zero to 8,430 is fantastic. And I am seeing 100 subscribers coming in per week. Before you say Jack Robinson, we're gonna reach 9,000, and then we're gonna reach 10,000, and then we're going for the 20,000, guys. And this channel is going to grow. I'm gonna be dedicated to it, and all I am bringing to y'all is I just being real. I just being real. Some people may like who I am, some people may not, right? Some people may not, but that's okay, right? That's okay. You can't appeal to everybody, and everybody have a right to their own taste. But I love the community that we have here. Yes, and full 100. Assalamu alaikum, Rada, how are you doing? Yes, and Olia in the back of me here, I don't know if Olia, how good Olia could Mako, right? Marilyn, how you going, man? She says, good morning, everybody. Have a blessed day. Just popping in to say that the baby is doing great. That's fantastic. My daughter and son-in-law just came back from the hospital, and he is in good shape. God is so good. Be safe, everyone. Marilyn, oh gosh, blessings, blessings, and tell them congratulations for us, please. Cassie Ann, good morning. So nice to see you. And Carla Anthony Watson, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. That name sounds familiar, you know. Well, I mean, not only from in this chat here. Ryan Ram, good morning. Blessings, my brother. Blessings. I enjoy reading your comments, right? So, uh, don't see that sound yummy without. Yes, man. You don't see that. Yeah. Loki edits, good morning. Have a terrific Tuesday also. Yes, we are happy for you. Rada says, praise God, Marilyn. All right. So, um, today, yes, Dolly, I see you said something there, which is true. Besides hitting that like button, the more you comment, what it does is when YouTube sees that there are so many people um, connecting. Remember, the only thing you could do as a viewer to show YouTube that there is interaction from the audience to the creator is your engagement by hitting that like button, commenting, and sharing. That's the three things that could make a YouTube channel grow. So, asking in a nice way, if it is you read, just comment hi exactly. All right, even if it's just a couple uh, letters, right? Whatever, a thumbs up, a heart. Yeah. I take a little shave. I try to carry the mark a little high to take off them heavy grease there. Yeah. So that's what we talking about, right? If you really want the channel to grow, by all means, just do them three things, man. That's all I'm asking, right? That's all I'm asking, guys. And it's Salomon. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. What does it say? I see like my screen light up a nice kiss or something. Oh, guys, is a super chat from that's all. Let me be careful before I say anything here. All right, got now wearing my glasses. Oh gosh. All right, so I want to thank Valley Girl Hoof. I seen it on my phone screen, but I'm not seeing it here on the chat, right? And she just bless up the channel with 20 US. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, and may God richly bless you. So, Annette Salaman, good morning to you. Oh gosh. Well, look at that. I wasn't even expecting that, but I thank God for his mercies. Yes. So, um, yeah, I'm planning to really bring, more content to the table in terms of regularity. One of the ideas that I'm working with. So, Niba, good morning. Right. So one of the finish, I'm just telling you good morning. So good morning to you. And I have been thinking about some ideas, right? So I want to give you a call sometime soon, right? So that we could talk, right? Your dad will have to be present when we speak in also. Alright? So let me just keep that there for now and I will contact you sometime soon, right, Vinesh? Marilyn Burbal, good morning. You have a wonderful day also. Um, what I'm thinking about doing is quite a lot of different Lasana Batis. I want to say a shout out to Uncle Shik, Shika and his wife and two cousins, Sanjay and Megan from Texas. All right, and that's coming from Vinish. All right, so I'm seeing somebody new here in the chat. So I welcome you with love, right? AG Simeon. So welcome to the chat here this morning, right? We're glad to have you. And that is what we're gonna see. Could you tell us, AG, what country are you from? Are you from Trinidad? So this is what we're talking about, Carla. I really missed this chat, was ill and not online for a while, but so glad to see everybody still active and doing well. Yes, Carla, we are happy to see you also. All right, you have been with us from way back, so welcome. Been here from inception, but a silent listener. Gasparello always in the house. So I feel so happy this morning, AG, that you come out and now we know it have a house in Gasparello that has been locked on and here with us. So there is something. All right, so Carla, we hope that you're doing better, right? We hope that you're doing better. Yes, and big shout out to Mama Dolly and Mama Suki, right? Nice. Yes. So, my content, the content that I bring is basically anything that's going on in my life. All you know that. So, it have motorbike riding, gardening, cooking, meeting people all over Trinidad, um, human interest type stories. Nadia Plaza, good morning, good morning. Nice to see you joining in on the chat. Natalie Bailey, good morning. Right? So sometimes, yes, that cricks and cheese, but we're gonna mash up that just now. Right? We're gonna mash up that just now. Alright. So here's the thing. We the way how I do these videos, sometimes entire vlog motorbike riding. And then it might have a video with cooking. Then it might have something with me in the garden, right? Davy Lashley, good morning. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you, so welcome to the chat. Um, yeah, and everything is kind of sectionized. But what will happen is that it will have some people who really don't like the motorbike riding. So once I put up a video and it's only riding motorbike, they ain't really care to see that. But then it have some people who just really don't, excuse me, it have some people treating your car, you mean, are supporting local YouTubers, man. That why I deliberately bring this one, you know. Yeah, we are the support we boy Dondre. Right. Um, so I come up with this idea. I say, you know something? Thank you, Vidya. Thank you very much. Yes. Is I can't remember exactly who gave me the shoot. I have a good idea who it is, but I don't want to call the wrong name. Alright? Nadia, that is excellent to hear. Right? So moms, keep up the gardening, eh? Keep up the gardening. You can't go wrong. Alright, so um what I want to start to do now is this. And all you will notice it in the next video that I'm going to post. I want to integrate a little bit of everything. I love motorbike riding. I love meeting people on the streets. A bit of gardening. A bit of farm to table. Come back down the road here. Stop. Eat something because I don't like to see a man eat. Right? And then come home and probably do some kind of cooking. So that way now, we're going to give people a general package. Now, I don't want during my videos, right? I don't want to be doing any kind of, like, I don't want to do any kind of philosophizing or anything like that, right? I just wanted to really stick to like a normal day, normal activity, right? So rather you make me laugh at that one, right? I know, I could really. Lawrence, what you say, brother? Nice one, nice way to pop in and give Becky our regards. So I hoping that this could be our entire package. Now into like sharing things that I would have learned from my life experiences. I prefer to use this avenue of the live stream, right? I prefer to use this as this is this is the opportunity for all you to learn about me and the things that I try to practice, right? I don't necessarily want to encroach any of my beliefs or values on anybody through my videos. Remember, the purpose of videos, the larger audience is there just merely for entertainment. So I want to kind of keep that, and I think that I have been successfully doing that. Moving away. My listen, I love I love this private we that I have now, right? And Brenda, Billy, good morning, and Ivan, right? Even here on this live stream, we talk about things, but in a general manner. And I do appreciate y'all not crossing a particular line with me, right? We know what, not only myself, but we know what we have been through, right? And it's possible to talk about things without the details, right? So let us bear in mind that we could have a good thing going here, right? We can have a good thing going here in terms of we just on positivity, we just on trying our best to move forward in life. We don't want to interfere with anybody's energy. Because, listen, everybody striving to do better. That's how we had to look at it. Let we just see to ourselves that everybody is trying in their own unique, sometimes unusual way, right? Some of the things. Oh man, Phineas, you make me feel nice there, boy. Phineas say La Sana Batis. You look handsome, haircut and nice shirt. You're looking very nice. Oh God, you're too sweet, boy. You're too sweet. Kathleen from Sealants. Good morning, all on the job. Just chance to pop in, listening, can't message. Plenty love and blessings this morning, folks. Nice. And Michael is there. Kathleen, you have a wonderful day, and you keep listening, right? Michael Zambrano reminding us positive thoughts, positive energy, right? Natalie Bailey saying good morning to Sharon and Katrina. Good one, Dolly. I missed that. Yes, yes, yes. I hope Mariana has a good day today too. Persis, good morning. Sending hearts to Sana. Thank you, Sugars. I'm taking it. Right. Donna, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah. So, I want to share. I want to share something with all you, right? I want to share something with all you, and it just goes to show, right? Yes, we will remember that village. We will remember that for sure. Thank you, Valley Girl Hoof. Yes. All right. So we all trying. Good morning, Leslie. Nadine, good morning to you. Blessings. We all trying to cope with life, right? Um, Sometimes we may have bad coping mechanisms, things like drugs, alcohol, these kind of things, right? Especially if we abusing it, right? If we are abusing it. So I have been victim to this already, right? I ain't going to hide that. But I try to be conscious. I try to be conscious now, you know. So what we're trying to do is get better coping mechanisms. Because guys, it is no lie, regardless of how much you improve in this life, situations will always come at you. It is a journey, and in a journey there will always be obstacles. So I'm going to give Ollie an example. I look at like 20 or something. Oh gosh, Ollie, have me feeling so nice. J Queen, good morning. Wishing everybody a wonderful day too. All right. So silent viewers, moderators, commenters, thank you for keeping it going. Right. Thank you for keeping it going. So last night we had a really beautiful live stream, and if anybody here didn't watch it, I urge you to go back and watch it because it have a lot of good things inside of there, right? Which would have stemmed from things on the chat, right? And Michael, I'm glad to say that. Have an attitude of gratitude. So something mean to my mind last night, right? I young, I say, well, all right, I go in and have a good night rest here. Let me lie down, let me reflect a little bit, and let me be in a conscious state, and let me have some sweet dreams, right? With some sugars in it, right? All right. And I was in a good mindset. Say my prayers, thank God, the attitude of gratitude, and I went to bed. I didn't have any dreams or anything, or I didn't want to use the toilet or anything like that. But I woke up. And guys, I ain't lying to tell you. I wake up with a heaviness. I wake up with a heaviness. And something was on my mind, which is not important what it is. Something was on my mind. And my mind start ticking on me. My mind start ticking on me. I say, okay, let me just don't give it any energy. Because that's one of the things, right? One of my coping mechanisms, right? Do not give it any energy. Because remember, I always say to y'all, do not think about things, right? Do not give any energy to thoughts when you're in a low vibration state. And in this case, I know that I was in a low vibration state because actually this thing woke me up. This thing woke me up. And I wake up and I was in a low vibration state. So one of the things that I immediately recognize is that, okay, I cannot give any energy. EVT, good morning. I cannot give any energy. Judy S, good morning. I miss you there. Right? Patricia, I don't think I told you good morning. Good morning. I'm not in a good frame of mind to give any energy to these thoughts right now. So, I tell you how I was able to come out of this, right? Patricia Nelson, good morning. Good morning. Yes, it has been a while since we have seen you, and we're happy to see you, right? If you were on in recent time, I may have missed it. So I am sharing with you all how I was able to come out of this. But may I say that even though I have been practicing these things, I want to tell you something. It's a bit difficult, right? Carla, good morning, good morning. It was, yes, them girls nice to add my village, real nice. So the first thing I did is I stopped giving the thought any energy. Then I tried to make myself become conscious. And how I went about that is through breathing. I didn't go in any kind of meditative position or anything like that. I just lie on the bed and I was listening to the songs of the AC, the humming of the fridge, the little shrilling of the crickets or whatever is be making that sharp sound, right? And then whatever little lights was on, the temperature, the number on the AC, I look at that. There's a little blue light to the bottom of the television. I look at that and I continue listening to the songs, right? And then I entered a state of prayer, right? And basically, this is my belief. We start prayer with gratitude. Lord, I want to thank you that tonight I was able to go to sleep in a good frame of mind. We had two really nice live streams. You know, you helped me to remain conscious throughout the day. I saw my girls. I'm thankful for that. My garden doing good. I spent a little time with mommy and daddy. They bring home chicken and chips for me, right? And after doing that, then I decided to just ask God for help. And I said, Lord, I really don't know where this coming from. But all I'm asking is to just guide me through this. Guide me through this, I really could do. I could really, really do with a friend. Right? Now, the thing about it, and no, Donna, I'm being honest with you, it had nothing to do with that. It have nothing to do with that situation at all. All right? Nevertheless, nevertheless, let me tell you when the magic started to happen. So I became mindful. When I was conscious, I was able to talk with God. And then I remembered something that I said on the live stream last night. And that was the game changer. Last night on the live stream, I said we must always see things as a challenge. We must always see it as a challenge. And do you know that that immediately, well, of course, the other two things would have get me to that point of remembering that. And I remember those words. I remember those words. This is a challenge. And immediately, the gladiator spirit raising me. And I say, all right, good. I am going to ride the tide. I am going to ride the tide. And I started to immediately get back that positivity. And now that I was in a good frame of mind, all right, let me look at this situation. Let me look at this situation. And being in a good mindset, I was able to look at it from here. I look at it from so. I look at it from so, right? And seeing all the different possibilities. And you know something? That was the end of that. That was the end of that. Being conscious after that wasn't difficult. I dealt with it. But when I was in a positive mind frame, and that's when you have to do it, guys. There are some things that you just need to know when the time is right. Not every time somebody come to you and say, hey, listen, we need to have a talk and we need to have it right now. Don't let nobody manipulate you like that. Don't ever give people that kind of privilege. Listen, we need to have a conversation and we need to have it right now. You have any idea what kind of frame of mind I in? And definitely, if you come into me like that, I could already tell that this is more a confrontation than a conversation. And I don't want any confrontation. I don't want any confrontation. I want conversation. Right? You do not empower. Hanuman devotee, good morning. Yes, do not empower people like that. It's the worst thing you could do. You immediately give people an upper hand when somebody could just tell you that, hey, I need to speak to you and I need to speak to you right now. They are ready set about to derail you. They see it as it's a tactic, guys. It is a tactic to catch you unprepared. They have been planning, they have been plotting. People just be studying you. You have to remember that. People just be studying you. And you really should not be an easy book to read. And that is one of me personally, I know this to myself, and I will say it here. One of my biggest downfalls in life is not that I was being honest to people, I was being too open. I was being too open, I was being too trusting. I was telling myself that, hey, you know, things could work. I'm talking about in general, I'm talking about all over my life, my childhood friends that I would have had then, people in the workplace, family issues, right? Neighbors, whatever. Too much. You have to remember something. Do not think that everybody is like you. The moment you believe that everybody or some people are like you, you're going to let down your guard because you're going to get comfortable, right? You're going to get comfortable, and you you allow people the privilege to understand how you think. And now it's time to change that. It's time to stop letting out the information, because information is power. All these things are true. All these things are true. Information is power, right? Try it like this. Most likely, if you may have been dealt with, you think to yourself that, hey, people really advantage me, right? You now flip the script a little bit. You begin to study them the way they were studying you. Because you never, I'm not saying to judge, I'm not saying to judge, but you have to understand who you're dealing with. I will say that judgment is where you really don't know something about somebody, and you take one action, one experience, which is totally unfair, right? Because you could meet somebody for the first time, but you don't know, they might have they probably had some big problem a little early on in the day, and it interfere with their mindset, and you judge a man there. But he look like he's a realms. But yes, she looking like she is trouble there. Right? She's trouble. I don't want to have nothing to do with she. I don't want to have nothing to do with he, but right? I judgment. But guys, let me face the reality. If you are wrong persons or people, right? And you are getting, right? And you are getting a constant type of behavior from a person, then that is now a pattern. That is a pattern in a person's life. And it is not, is that judgment? Is that judgment? If it is, you notice that, hey, this is what this person does every time this person is upset, or every time you try to deal with a matter, this is how the person responds. Tell me something. Is that or is that not a pattern? Right? Is that or is that not a pattern? I see that as a pattern. I see that as a trend. I see that as a trait. And I like the answer, Donna. Let me tell you something. If you have the ability, the capacity to really avoid that person, by all means, you should. If it is a friend, right? A friend that you really, listen, sometimes it is dependency. It is dependency that keeps us in situation. A woman can't afford to leave her husband. She don't have no family to go by. Right? She don't have any man that might be interested in she. Right? Or, you know, it just, you're dependent. You're dependent. Well, if you're not dependent, I say cut it off. That's how I just think. If this thing, if this person have the ability to upset you on a continuous basis because they're not changing it, and you recognize it not by your plumb line, but by the plumb line that even the person, right, even the plumb line that the person um professes to be living by. Don't judge them on I'm not judging you. I am I am religion X and you are religion Y. I'm not judging you on religion X. I judging you on what I know religion Y asks of you. I judging you by what you following Jesus, right? Well, let us use Jesus as the plumb line. You're following Islam, then let us use Islam as the plumb line. I am not going to judge you as a Muslim with my Christian beliefs. And I am not going to judge you as a Christian with my Muslim beliefs. I am judging you on what you're supposed to be living by. And if I recognize that inside a day, and I'm not saying that we ought to be perfect, because nobody could be perfect. But what I'm saying is this: if you are continuously remaining in something that I know, according to what you live by, you're not living by it. We have a little issue here. We have a little issue. We have an issue. Now, how do we live? Is one thing to be able to cut off. But how do we coexist in a situation like that? And I will love to see all your answers here, right? And it will give me a little time to see what I want us to see, right? But the question that I am throwing out now to the audience, those of you who could the internet is sticking are really into show. I'm not even looking at the screen anymore, right? So if anybody coming in and we missing it, guys, are real sorry, right? The question I want to put to you all is this: for people who stuck in relationships where it might be not a good situation between husband and wife, or cousins all living in a house together and it have thing, or a brother-in-law giving a sister-in-law trouble, or some kind of thing like that. How can, so most likely I am kind of envisioning like what we call an extended family, where uh it might have two sons, and each of them had their own wife, and they have children, and little rivalry starting. This sister-in-law ain't talking to this sister-in-law. And it's not a situation where everybody have their own house, right? Everybody in the same house. This sister-in-law favored more by the mother-in-law, right? Or the two sister-in-laws ain't seeing eye to eye with the mother, but them and all her problems. Or the sister-in-laws teaming up against the mother. So in other words, long story short, a home with conflict. How do we survive in a home with conflict? Balraj Buru, good morning. Yes. How do we survive in a home where there is conflict? Leave. Christian God or Muslim God, always some heart asks you. Yes. I don't want to finish his tongues. So yes. So quite interesting question. We already get one answer. Dollar C, leave. And I could tell you, we had a live stream here already, right? So yeah, I see that. PNM nothing. Oh, Mama Lou good, man. Mama Lou good. First time I seen you on the chat, PNM nothing. So welcome to the live stream. We continue to show love. All right. I will say it doesn't, Mr. Sana. I could tell you one thing. If you can't leave, it's challenging. It is very, very, very challenging. Persistence to move out of that house. Your conscience should be your guide. Mistakes are made. Yeah. Real interesting, real interesting. So while I just watching the chat here, stay in your corner and plan to leave. I like the answer, Leslie. I like that. Something about the answer I like, Something about the answer I like. Already have my coffee and my sugar inside of here. Watch. Now I'm going to make all you feel for a cup of coffee. Yeah, watch. I point it in a way to call it a hate. Oh gosh. Coffee time is here. Oh yeah. You must find forgiveness. Run, Sarah, run. I would respond to that question because I does think really violent. Oh God, Francis, you're killing me. All right. Let me tell all you my answer to that. My answer to that is this. Continue to have an attitude of gratitude. Continue. Continue to thank God for everything. You're thanking Him that you still have a roof over your head. You're thanking Him for those in the house that may be extending kindness to you. You're going to keep positive. And you're going to make sure that deep within your heart, you don't possess the same qualities that those other people pushing onto you. Sometimes the reason why we are irritated with people is because what they're projecting is something that we know we also suffering with. And that's our fact. That's our fact, guys. That's our fact. So, in doing these things, I could guarantee you one thing. And I am not speaking here out of things that I hear or anything like that. This is what life teach me. When you begin to fix inside of you things on the outside becomes different. Not the situation. Not the situation. But trust me, and that's where I listen to a lot of Stoic, and I also know the works of Jesus. I also expose myself to hermit law and these kind of things. And this is one of the things that Stoics say. You cannot control anything that is outside of your mind. Now, this is true. This is true. But if you continue to work on your heart and try to be more like God's child, you can affect what is going on around you. And it is true, guys. It is true. So remember, your mind does not, your mind wants to keep you in this mental prison. And the moment, you see, like last night, that was my mind. That was the ego trying to entrap me again, to put me back in this mental prison that I have broken out from. And I have no intentions whatsoever, with God's help, to ever become imprisoned by the mind again. Do not have any intentions of going back into that mental prison. Fill yourself with goodness, with godlike qualities, right? Whoever you just follow, right? Your devotee, whatever. Do all things in accordance to how it affects your conscience. And you just do not think about people in an ill-mannered way. Because guys, let me say I have an issue. We just use an example. Let me say I have an issue for real, Ken and Michael Zambrano and Persis. Never again. Right? If I have an issue with mommy or daddy, and I in the back here, and I thinking to myself, boy, when I go out in front there, you think that a smile could mask that? If they happen to ask me a question, don't you think that they will be able to decipher that something is wrong? Of course. Of course. So that's why it's important not to think about people in a negative way. Automatically, you're going to project negativity to them, and they go watch you, and they go this. They done negative already, and they're going to throw it back at you. Hear what the girl telling she husband when you come outside. You ain't see? We good outside here all the time. Good morning, Tracy. We good out. Marlene, I do think I tell you good morning, right? We outside here, we eating we breakfast night. Watch out how she come outside, swell up like a chuff. Like a puffer fish. You ain't even say nothing. And you say, but wait, but me ain't say nothing. But your aura, you're really going outside like a chuff fish. Oh gosh. Somebody feeling Tracy there. We talking about you know, like when you're in a negative state, how to become back positive, you know, by using coping mechanisms, you know, seeing it as a challenge, that kind of thing, you know. And it went it went now to a situation where conflict in the home. You're talking about conflict in a home. What do people do? Some people say you leave, Tracy. Some people say you stay and you begin to make a plan to get out, right? So that is what the talk is about here this morning. You know, coexisting in conflict, and this happens at the workplace too, guys. Here, right? Yeah, man. So, I have myself some cheese here. Right, I have myself some cheese here, guys. Um, One of the things you might really have to do if you're living in a home that have a lot of conflict is try to learn the schedule in the home. You know, like, for example, your sister-in-law just come out 5 o'clock to cook. Well, maybe you could cook your thing from the night before so that in the morning you had a clash with she. Pack out all your thing in containers, everything. So in the morning, everybody just go to the fridge, grab up your bag, and you're gone. Lamb's bread, what you said. Right? So, yeah, you gotta learn the time and hey, here what then. She just bid 9 o'clock. I gotta be 9 o'clock. Them just go and rest 11 o'clock, and then they'll get up until 1 o'clock. I go in the kitchen, and I go try and cook at that point in time. And try to leave everything with the same energy and vibration. You go in the kitchen, and you see a glass in the middle of the sink. Take the glass, move it out of the way, do your cooking. When you finish, wipe up, take the glass and rest it back right where it is. Leave the vibration the same. Because you move the glass, telling yourself you're doing the nice thing. Let me move the glass. You know what she's saying? Watch. She playing thing. She moved my glass. She know I put our glass there for a reason to remind me to take the tablet. Why she like to interfere so? So try and leave that. Now that is one of the things, not because I have any problem here, but that is what I just trying to do. If I go in the kitchen and I take out the bottle of coffee and I take the kettle, right? Unless I'm going to leave that there for because I know somebody coming to drink a coffee next. I take the kettle, I fill back up some water because I just used the kettle, right? I put it back on, I flick it on, right? I take the bottle of coffee, I put it back. I take the milk and I put it back. Right where I find it. Right where I find it. So anybody who come in that kitchen next, ain't even know I was there. So try and leave the vibration right where it is. You hire children, they're running around the house, right? They're running around the house. When if number one, you gotta be able to discipline your children too. When there's 2 and 3 families living together, your children have to learn that A, it really have other people sleeping. And all you wouldn't like it that when all you're ready to sleep, it have plenty noise in the house. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Right? You're hearing a little talk. You're hearing a little talk going on. And there's a talk that you really find that should have been in private. Remove yourself. Remove yourself. Some people, impossible. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I was saying, I don't think I'd finished the point. A lady come on this chat already, right? And she make up she mind. She make up she mind one night. I remember her sitting somebody hide things. Look at that, you see? Right? So imagine this woman had 2 children, a son and a daughter. And licks too bad she ain't in the marriage. And one night, he the kind of strength that woman find. When she decided, she said, boy, I can't take another, I can't take no more of this. And that woman packed a little knapsack bag and went out into the cold streets of America. A Trinidadian in America walk out as she warm home and had no choice because she can't carry the children with she. And she just say that night, I know God go work it out and I go get back my children. And she run, 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 run. And she spent a couple of nights in the street until eventually she was able to get in a little shelter. And then from there was able to get a little job and get a promotion and start to save she money and was able to get an apartment. And today, the two children living with her. Don't underestimate it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Drizzle with that hot, tasty Don Dre pepper sauce, right? Good stuff. I love this, Sharon. Mm. Yep. But I think that I know the only time earlier a person has realized that they had to get out of that situation is when you start to really give yourself some love, boy. As you begin to love yourself, you begin to value. Hey, but wait, I I really too good for this boy. I too you as I say, I used to think this is vanity. But no, I am too good a person. I am too good a person to let anybody in this world treat me like that. If you don't value yourself, it have the people outside there who they just be waiting to find people like you, the bullies on the walk, right? A bully love somebody that ain't value themselves and have no confidence in them. Because they have no resistance to get, so they will always clout up your deal. Clout you up, insult you, because why? You don't value yourself enough to tell a man, hey, you're talking to the wrong person. And when eventually you become so confident because you know you are a good person, you just have to watch a man. Or you know something? You might not watch nobody because nobody will dare come to you. Nobody will dare come to you. But when you're that Mr. Nice Guy, you're nice to everybody else but yourself. People will kick you around like a football or like a crapple. You know, long time schoolboys used to like to run and kick them big fat crapple. You like a crapple that's flying. And they kicking your tail all over playing football with you. This one kicking you, that one kicking you. No, time to stop that. Start to value yourself. Hey, you ain't lifting a finger at me again. Who you talking to? If somebody really crossed the line with me, I asking you in a very simple way and in a very calm manner, right? I talk about these people who I have no choice but to deal with. I will ask you, who do you really think you're talking to? Who you think you're talking to? Because I don't talk to you like that. I don't talk to you like that. You see, it's be hard for people to come at you because you're a totally different person now, right? You're a totally different person now. So there is no where to really come from. You know, hey, I really don't know when that. I don't even know who this new person I deal with. But they respect the new person now, and they respect the new person now. But they may not have respected you when you're here. You know, they were doing you all kind of thing because you didn't like yourself, and your sister-in-law spitted in your hair and throwing cooking oil in your shoes and all kind of nonsense. And passing and see you have your bucket with all your colored blows and she threw Clorox in it. They won't do that again. Bullies, you know. And everybody wonder, how come it have all this bullying taking place in school? Hmm? You think they're going to school and learning that bullying? No, that bullying is home. That bullying is home. Sometimes the mother is the victim. Everybody bullying she. Husband bullying she, children bullying she. Sometimes um middle child abuse, the child in the middle, poor thing, she getting all the abuse. Sometimes it's the last one, it has no order. Is whoever is the weakest. The punching bag. The punching bag. Rather, of course, kill. I just didn't want to get too much example because I know it might have some people that might be listening and I might be giving them some ideas. But people is do all kind of things to victimize people in homes. That's just a few bars I say. I don't want to I don't want to give people any ideas of the kind of evil things that they could do. But it have a lot of evil things taking place in homes. So when you see sometimes children come outside here and they're doing all kind of unthinkable things, eh? Let me tell you a story. Yeah. It's a real story. I know a man. Personally, I know a man that built a dog kennel. And when his wife behaving bad, he just locks you up in a dog kennel. I need to use the bathroom a minute. Put her in a dog kennel, guys. I am not lying. And mind you, I'm not talking about something that I see on YouTube. I'm talking about something in Trinidad. In Trinidad. But if you go up on YouTube and you start to look at the kind of things, Rose, everybody who come on, and I think I really kind of stop engaging a bit, right? Yeah. People handcuffing family members, handcuffing them and putting them in walk-in closets and leaving them for days without food. You know what? I know a big right here in Trinidad who lock up his wife. Crazy boy. Now you see how much we had to be grateful for. You see how much. Dolly, make sure no call no names, eh? Right. You see how much we have to be grateful for, guys. When we think that we going through hard times, and I ain't saying no. Yes, sometimes we pass through some bad things ourselves, but it have people really, really, really going through way worse than you and I could imagine. Way worse. That we had to be thankful and grateful. Look at this beautiful privilege my mother and father give me here. I have a room inside of the house, you know. So, although I ever be under the impression that my mother and them tell me I had to stay in the back here, I have a room in the house, but I wanted that feeling of independence. Remember, I always stayed in my own house. So, I like in the back here. Guys, I have a roof over my head. I have walls protecting me. I have a door to secure myself. I have a window. Right? My situation ain't nowhere near somebody who on the streets right now because they had to get out of an abusive situation. You fighting up on your job because you think you have a real boss. If you hear some real boss horror stories, right? That people had no choice but to leave. Your job ain't so bad as yet that you had to leave. Otherwise you don't leave. Right? You don't leave. Here, like now your husband, your boss is not your husband or your wife. You leave. So when we think we situation bad, man, I tell you, I have a good life. I have a good life. I have parents who, if something really, really bothering me, I could go inside there and approach them and, hey, daddy, hear this now, boy. You know, X, Y, and Z. Right? I have my sister. I have my brother. Right? I still have some good support. It has some people here, they have nobody. They have nobody because the person was able to tell all kind of stories about you, and some of these stories might be true too, right? And no, you don't have nobody to turn to. It has some people will believe your story, but you believe in them and all. Think the worst of you. Because why? You know, gaslighting and manipulation tactics, right? We know how that is go. We know how that is go. So, boy, let me tell you something. We situation, right? We situation, it ain't nowhere near bad as anybody. Now, it might have somebody in this chat, right? Listening, a silent viewer, who wish they could come up here and say, I am one of them. But don't do it. don't do it. Silence is golden, and God will take you out of that situation. So I send an alarm message. I send an alarm message for all the victims of abuse. All the victims of abuse. God is going to get you out of that situation. God is going to get you out of that situation. You just do your best to find things to be thankful for, right? Yeah, guys, sorry about that. You know the steps to take, right? And just rally the tide. Rally the tide. God will get you out of it. God will get you out of it. Trust me. So true, Tracy. Yes, Gayatri. Francis, prayers. David, good morning. And advance. Morning, morning. I did some clicks here, girl. This cheese could be worse than doubles. Oh gosh. Alright, so guys, when I finish this quicks here, we lock it off. I want everybody to have a good day today. Good day. And never give up. Never give up. Oats. What's wrong with all your boy? So they see people this morning balling, look at how young I look and all kind of thing. Now all they telling me about old people food. Oats. You should have some oats, you know. What oats? I want some good greasy doubles and some nice fattening fried chicken. What oats all they telling me about? I don't want no oats. Is oats is getting in trouble, you know? Dolly, I will go and see Liba instead. Once a week. I didn't eat oats in remembrance of Liba. But Sandra, Sandra, enjoy your oats. It's so good for your skin, right? That why you're looking so nice. Here's what. I'm being generous. Have an extra portion for me. Yeah? Have an extra portion for me, Sandra. You can have mine. Let me eat my cricks. My cricks and my cheese. Yeah, boy, that was, hey, look there, right, boy. If I'm cooking today, I think they want to hire me to help. Yeah. So I might go, either young 50 girl. Oh gosh. I think they're going to do dal, rice, and curry chicken today. Right? So, the day done kind of old already. Like oats. And I feel, yeah, man. Try to look 50. Yeah. Try to look 50 hour little patch day. I say I want to start to put some shoe polish there, Gil Tracy. See there? So I want to put a little shoe polish. Yeah. So I feel like, well, I feel like film a video, please. Well, all right. You know, if me and filming one daddy might do that for sure, eh? Right? But, yeah, boy. Hey, Ole boy. I wish while honey could come back and join the chapter though. She a nice girl. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, everybody, have a real nice day today. Alright? And remember, we going through the day, we're going to try to remain conscious, present-minded, try not to do anything that you really shouldn't do, right? Be honest, find a little time to talk with God, right? Put your burdens on Him, trust that He will give you things, but in the correct time, and just don't think about anybody in a negative way, right? Let me stop that. Let me stop that. Let me try this. If you can't think something good about somebody, then don't think about them. It's as simple as that. Yeah? You can't think something good about somebody, don't give them any thought. Don't give them any energy. Why give somebody tenancy in your precious mind? Right? Your mind, you hear that? M-I-N-D, your mind, you have to say is mine. Your mind is, not your mind is mine. My mind is mine. Let me start to think like that. My mind is mine. M-I-N-D is M-I-N-E. Mine. And mine alone. And just remember, it have people outside there looking for anybody who will secure their mind. Have people recruiting people who don't want to use their own mind, and they will use it, and you will become people puppets. All right? So Olia, don't let anybody rent that free space in your mind. I like that. Yeah, that's prime property. Prime property. Right? So Olia, look health is among wealth, Auntie Mish. Oh gosh, you're lucky, you know. You're lucky. We know we're not digs out of here. We know we're not digs out of here. So sorry, Auntie Mish, you're gonna have to look general, right? Well, I had to go back and watch the live stream. It was good. It has some little things inside it that might help out. Yeah. So everybody, I really had to go now. Well, take care. I know everybody happy to see Auntie Mish. Health is my wealth. And Jen. So I see you all again to maybe Francis and maybe. If I didn't do any video, I might come back on later. Right? Because I want to see if I could really if we could really build back up this community a bit. You know? Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so everybody, hold tight. Tracy, I'm glad to see you. Alright? Later. We out.